Sophia here in Los Angeles at the Sony press event at E3 2011, and I am joined by Pete Smith, executive producer on LittleBigPlanet for the PlayStation Vita. Thank you for joining us.
No problem, thank you very much.
So we just watched the press conference. We see that the LittleBigPlanet is making its way to the new portable. Now, what can you tell us about the game?
Well, we're really excited about the PlayStation Vita version of LittleBigPlanet. I think the biggest thing is it's been created completely from scratch to totally utilize all of the cool features of the PlayStation Vita. So we've got touch, we've got tilt, we've got rear touch, but because like with all LittleBigPlanet games, users can actually make levels themselves using those features. And as soon as we put touch into the game, it just felt really natural. It really makes, you know, the create side of the game more accessible, which is a great thing. And as soon as we put it in, the designers started playing about with touch and with rear touch and with tilt and combinations of them as well, and throw Sackboy in the mix, and instantly they were just coming up with so many ideas. So we've really tried to focus the play side of the game a little bit more on what you would expect on a portable device, as opposed to the more epic platform levels that you get on a LittleBigPlanet 1 and 2. So we've had to build tools specifically to make users be able to build more portable levels, so more like standalone games as opposed to big platform levels. And we're already starting to see some really cool levels. And then touch just gives you a different interface, but very accessible interface, and that really helps with the smaller games. And then the create side of things massively benefits, because all of those features, you can make games with whatever you want. So if you've got some crazy idea that now you've seen rear touch, you think, oh wow, it would be brilliant for that type of game, well, you can make it, because everything that what we use to make the game, users will get their hands on, they'll be able to do themselves. So all of the features will be used throughout Create, and also the Create itself is with touch, so you can actually manipulate geometry with touch, and the Pop-It interface is driven with touch. Again, making things, the more accessible we can make creation, the more people create. The more people that create, the more content we get, and it's kind of a vicious circle, a positive vicious circle. So that's a really good thing. And then the share side of the game, we always talk about play, create, and share when we talk about LittleBigPlanet, and that's really important. And for the sharing, we've tried to look at how much we can share between all of the LittleBigPlanets. And you know, for PlayStation 2, it was a really big thing for us to have backwards compatibility. But with PlayStation Vita, we really wanted to make sure that we built the game, the best game we could for the PlayStation Vita. And that means completely new content. So you'll be able to share across your costumes. So costumes, what you've bought as DLC for LittleBigPlanet PlayStation 3 will automatically come across for PlayStation Vita, which is really cool. But we want to make sure that we keep the LittleBigPlanet community that we've grown. You know, it was just, they're so good, they're so clever and creative and witty and bonkers, probably mainly bonkers actually. And the levels that they build are just truly amazing, and we wanted to make sure that we kept the same community. So all things like LBP.me, which is our way of finding the cool levels, that will all be totally compatible with PlayStation Vita. So hopefully people will come across, the Vita to hopefully build a different kind of level, a more portable level. And if people do that, then I think we've got it right.
Sounds great. Now, can you talk a little bit about the levels that you're showing off at E3 today? I remember I just played like an ice hockey type level.
Yeah. So the ice hockey level's really cool because it shows how we're using multi-touch. Now we'll have multiplayer in the game. We'll have local and online 4-player. But we thought it was quite cool if we could have multiplayer on the same device. So the ice hockey game we've got is one person on each end of the PlayStation Vita, just playing air hockey as you would do, with some cool little LBP things in there as well. And that's really cool because you don't have to worry about finding someone else with a PlayStation Vita or going online. It's just like, hey, I'll come and have a game of this. And like with everything, you'll be able to make those kind of games yourself as well. We'll also have asynchronous games, so pass and play. So where you do your move, then you pass it over, someone does their move, they pass it back. And that can be done to the person sat next to you on your sofa, or it can be done online, and that's a really cool feature as well.
All right, looks great. I'm having so much fun with it. Now, can you tell us when it's going to come out?
So the game's going to come out 2012. our plans are really ambitious, so we're not really sure when, within a year, but it'll be as soon as we possibly can, as long as it's brilliant.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
No problem, thank you.
And that was our look at LittleBigPlanet on the PlayStation Vita. Now, be sure to check back on GameSpot for more ongoing E3 coverage.